One John.
And then in editing, 2 John.
Johns?
No.
3 Johns.
No.
Lots of likes and subscribes.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Pagoda One with
Joanne from Canada.
and
John from America.
and George from the UK. Hello.
Hello.
Good day. Okey-dokey,
Good day.
everybody. So today's video we have a slightly different topic. We're talking about some similar words and phrases that often get kind of confused, that we can help you understand a bit better by clarifying them for you today.
And it's actually a really useful word that I don't think a lot of people use. At least a lot of my students don't use this word, and I think natives use it more than the other alternatives.
Okay.
Yes.
There's some foreshadowing? No.
Foreshadowing? Well, you used it already.
We did. What was the word?
Yes. It would be a lot.
A
lot of a lot.
A space L-O-T, by the way.
Yes.
Since my childhood, I have spelled it together as A-L-O-T.
I have-
And
yeah.
I think it should just be canon to spell it together. You've done it too?
Yeah, I have a very distinct memory of
Putting a lot as
second
like-
grade, or like when I was like second year of primary school. Like little kid, and we had like little vocabulary book, English vocabulary book to learn our words, right? And I remember being confused about this because it seemed like it was one word. So I remember asking the teacher, I was like, a lot, how do I spell that? Like, how do I write that? So it made me seem kind of silly because she wrote lot, and I was like, oh, it's 2 words. Like I just didn't get that, but then I just remembered that.
Little mind just exploded at that
Yeah.
moment. I'm guessing you were perfect from the time that you
I
started
mean-
spelling it.
Was that really a surprise, John?
A little bit.
Yeah.
What's the other word that we're looking at?
So we have a lot, and a lot of, and a whole lot.
A whole lot.
And
Lots. And another verb that has completely different meaning, but sounds exactly the same.
A lot.
In the pronunciation.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Yes.
So a
Pronunciation.
lot
Very, very,
of things to talk about today.
Nice.
I think we should start with the verb that's confused.
Yeah, get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this verb's spelling is A-L-L-O-T, a lot. Can either of you make an example sentence? Please?
I allotted the responsibility to John.
I was allotted the responsibility, but then I allotted it to George.
And I will express that I think a lot is most commonly used with time, right? Allotting time to something or for something.
Yeah.
Or responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we were just doing responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be.
But like you can allot time, and it's kind of just means you take this
Claim it.
section of responsibility or time
And you
make a reason for it. The reason for this time is to study English. I allotted 1 hour to study English.
assigning a task to a period of time.
But even though it sounds the same, it is a verb, and it has nothing to do with what we're going to talk about. So we're going to take that A-L-L-O-T.
Lot.
Now let's get into my favorite ones, which are a lot, lots, and a whole lot.
I think with the a lot of, usually it's used for like both countable and non-countable nouns. An example of a countable noun would be like John. John is definitely a countable noun, right?
One John,
One John.
and then in editing, 2 John.
Johns?
No!
3 Johns.
Oh, no.
Our nightmare.
Yeah.
No.
That's a lot of Johns.
Yeah. Too many Johns, right?
Yeah.
And in America, a lot of Johns can mean a lot of bathrooms too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So with the non-countable nouns, you can also use a lot of. Like for example, time, milk, any liquid really.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Like water and milk.
So
All those.
water.
Yeah. If you said milks, it would be like goat milk and different types
Yes,
of
like
milk.
different types of milk.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about like liquids, John, are you okay? If we're
I just
talking
thought
about
of like
liquids,
I got 10 milks out of the cow.
Oh.
milk.
But I guess that makes
One
sense because
milk.
it's like 10 times milking. But
Yeah.
still,
Okay.
it just yeah. Anyways.
That's okay.
Yeah, uncountable. It's uncountable.
Uncountable.
Ignore me.
Right? It's not like you can be like, oh, this is one milk, like, and then you're, and then
A
you're kind
unit
of just
of
like,
milk,
this is a, bloop. You wouldn't be able to do that, which is
Yeah.
why we consider those kinds of liquids uncountables.
Yes.
That's why I love this word a lot, and this is why a lot of at least Americans use this word above much and many.
Yeah.
Because you're taught, oh, many is countable, much is uncountable, but a lot can be used with both and every time, all the time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why I personally use it way more than the other two words.
Yeah.
Many sometimes, but much almost never in my
Yes.
vocabulary.
Yeah.
I don't have much time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
don't
sound
have
like
time.
someone that's like a more educated or
Yeah.
posh.
Oh, you gestured at me. I like that. Thank you.
It's your hair today.
Yeah.
Makes you look educated.
Wow. So if we remember a lot and lots, we don't have to remember necessarily countable, uncountable. With the noun, we have to
Exactly.
worry about that.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of an easier way to speak.
And it doesn't sound weird. It's not like,
No,
this
no.
is informal or formal. No. People who are very formal will say a lot, and people who are talking with their friends will say a lot.
Except perhaps in writing.
Yeah,
or formal
writing
setting,
Right.
It might say much or many.
Mm-hmm.
To be a bit more formal. But then, even then, maybe not.
Just don't write, and then, every
Just
problem
don't
is
write in
done.
English.
So what about this other stuff? Lots and a whole lot.
So a whole lot. I think this expression is, it's the same idea, but more emphatic, more emphasis, I think. And would we say a whole lot of? Yeah, a whole lot of something.
Yeah.
But you can also just use this phrase on its own. So like you could say like, how much chocolate did you eat? A
Whole lot.
And that sounds very American. I even did an American accent.
A whole lot.
A whole lot. 'Cause I don't think we say that in the UK, a whole lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you really want
Large
to
amount.
emphasize
Yeah,
that.
how much? So much. Too much.
Absolutely. Like a whole lot of time spent on this video. It could be sweet too. Like, I love you a whole lot. It's like,
Yeah, yeah,
you're
that's
emphasizing things.
Oh, thanks, John. I didn't know you.
It's definitely
felt that
directed at you,
way.
yeah. He was looking here, but it was directed
Yeah,
at you.
yeah. It was refracted on the
Yeah.
lenses.
Science.
I have a question.
Yep.
Can you say a whole lot?
In regards to a whole lot, no. Even saying it makes me feel weird.
Yeah, I've never even thought of it.
A whole lot sounds weird and grammatically just kind of doesn't compute because I think being singular article, indefinite article, right? Whole lot, one lot. So lot being an amount or collection or whatever.
And that's why we say the word lots, because you can say a whole lot or a lot, but if you take that a away, the singular goes away, and you can make it plural. Lots, lots of, lots
Money.
of chocolate, lots of money,
Lots of money,
Yeah.
lots of views on our videos.
Lots of views.
lots of likes and subscribes, and comments. Of course, lots
And
of
shares.
Lots of and shares. I mean, in regards to a lot of going back there, usually what kind of differentiates like countable and non-countables is the verb, like how we use it. So for countables, we would need to have like are, like there are a lot of apples, right?
Yeah, it's just like a math problem. To
Yes.
me. It's like, John bought 50 apples, and you're like, why, John?
Why, John?
Stop buying so
Why are
many
you so
apples.
hungry? And how rich are you?
Who are you feeding?
Who am I? My family.
Oh.
Math.
And when it comes to non-countables, you would just use the singular. So
Is.
there is a lot of milk. There is a lot of money.
I was thinking money.
Okay,
There's a
I
lot
mean-
of money. The a lot stays the same, but of course, pay attention to your countable and uncountable.
So we still have to know what is countable.
And that's true for everything. Lots. It's true for a whole lot. Everything. All of those. Pay attention to your countable and uncountable,
Right.
and your verb with that.
Yeah.
So I think we can agree there's not too much difference in how we actually use a lot or lots of.
Or a whole lot.
Or a whole
Whole lot. However, we need to pay attention to the verb and make sure that the verb agrees with the noun, whether it's countable or
countable or not.
And then, of course, you have your emphasis levels. Like lots and a lot can be maybe emphasized or not, but a whole lot is almost always emphasized.
Always emphasized.
But now you can use them, and now you know that you can use them all the time, and it's not weird. It's not weird to use them several times in a sentence.
A lot. I'm sure we all thank you a lot for watching us.
Thanks a whole lot.
Thanks a
to you
whole
guys.
lot.
See, that sounds sarcastic.
Well, coming from your voice.
Well,
from an American, it's fine.
Oh yeah.
Thanks
Yeah,
a
very
whole
sincere.
lot.
I'm very sincere.
Yeah. Thank you a whole lot.
Yes, please give us a lot of likes.
A lot of comments.
And a lot of subscriptions. And a whole lot of sharing.
Sharing is caring.
Oh gosh. Are we going to do that every time?
I am.
Okay.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
There's not. Bye.